Hello everyone, it's Andrew from Gem TCG, and today's video I'm going to be talking about some recent news that Pokemon's Millennium Print Group is going to be opening up the largest manufacturing, factory for Pokemon cards, taking up 1.27 million square feet. That's how big the building is that they're going to be printing the cards in, which is massive, and it has definitely sparked some debates online about people saying the end is near, the crash is coming, scalpers are going to be gone and all that type of stuff. And while I definitely think this will increase the print runs and supply that comes to the market, I have a kind of different point of view. And I think many people that have been around from the last, rise and crash in 2020 to 2022, they might think the same, or they might at least remember a similar story that happened towards the end of the bull run last time. But first, let me just read some key points from this article, and it's from PokeBeach. I was originally on the website, but there were so many ads on there, it was just extremely buggy. I couldn't even record the video. But basically, what they mentioned in this blog post is that it's confirmed that it's Millennium Print Group, and Millennium Print Group is owned by the Pokemon Company, and they print Pokemon cards, or they print cards for Pokemon and other TCGs. And it says that I don't think it's going to happen right away. So the lease starts in 2025, or they signed it in 2025, and then construction will be finished in 2027. So I don't know if it's going to be instantly print runs are just going to grow, but I feel like they have to let it completely finish building before they could start printing. So we won't even see the effects of this for at least another year or a year and a half, depending on when in 2027 it happens. So be aware of that. Don't think it's going to instantly, the market is going to crash and all that stuff. And then the next thing is, they said that, the Pokemon Card Company has been printing cards at max capacity, and it still wasn't even enough to meet the demands of the market. And if you guys all know how hot the market has been, especially for sealed product. It's just been getting bought out left and right, and then double market price as soon as release happens, which is not a good thing. Sets should not come out and then be instantly profitable from if you were to buy a booster box or an ETB. That's not a normal thing to expect, so you shouldn't think that is the norm. And typically, sets need to appreciate over time and then they become valuable, but they shouldn't be double MSRP at release date. And then this is the point of the video that I want to talk about, or make my claim at least. And it's this last sentence here, and I'm glad they mentioned it because this is what I instantly thought of when I heard this news. And it's that Pokemon printed 11.9 billion cards from March 2022 to 2023 in the best year. And then 10.2 billion from March 2023 to 2024. So it had a print run of 1.7 billion less cards in that time shift. And they're saying that after Pocket, the app, launched, we saw that boom come, and then more people came into the hobby, and print runs just couldn't meet demand. And this number that I want to talk about is something that happened a few years ago when Pokemon announced, or they share it every year how many cards they've printed. They announced that they printed 11.9 billion cards. And I remember the amount of backlash that happened and people leaving the hobby and dumping all their cards because they said that, oh, it's the new junk wax era. 11.9 billion cards have been printed. There's no value in these cards and all this. And I remember even Rudy making a response video to this concept. He was saying something about the majority of the cards printed are bulk, because there's 10 cards in a pack. Let's say, I don't know what the actual odds are, but let's say 1 in 500 cards. 1 in 500 packs will get you a chase card. That means 1 in 50,000, I think that's the number, 50,000 cards will be a chase card, like the Secret Rare, Alt Art, stuff like that. At the time, it was the Alt Art VMAX, whatever. So when you boil that 11.9 billion down into what the actual valuable cards are, you could see that number doesn't really matter. And clearly that number shouldn't matter regardless, because the demand was still there. People were still buying these cards up left and right. But then as soon as they saw that, 11.9 billion cards were printed, they thought, oh, it's all junk. We need to get rid of it. And I think this is going to be happening again with this news. And I think the same thing will be happening with people thinking, oh, I need to dump all of my product because it's just going to reprint everything and print more. And it's going to be a huge crash. And I think that is a very bad thing to do and a very bad thought to have, because first of all, this like the results of this is not going to take effect for at least another, I would say 1.5 to 2 years, not even 1 to 1.5, like I said earlier. But with construction in 2027 being completed, we're not going to see these like new print runs happening anytime soon. And there's still so much time for the market to, keep moving forward and keep growing or slowing down. Who knows? But you can't think that this factory and this news is going to just crash the market all of a sudden. And another thing that people seem to forget is with that 11.9 billion cards that were printed and people saying, oh, it's the Junko X era, everything is trash. Look back on the sets that came out in that year, from March 2022 to 2023. Because if you go to the Pokemon website and you look at the sets that came out during that time period, we have Astral Radiance, Pokemon Go, Lost Origin, Silver Tempest, and Crown Zenith, which were like the later sets of Sword and Shield. And if you look at any of those sets now, they are all huge, like they had huge growth in price. Granted, Pokemon Go I don't think has appreciated as much, but it was a specialty set. But then you look at Crown Zenith, went up significantly. Lost Origin, huge set. Silver Tempest, also very expensive. And I believe they did some reprints of Brilliant Stars during that time. But as you can see, like, those numbers don't really matter. And people get this concept confused very often. And it's something I've talked about before, which is like, yes, print run matters and reprints definitely do affect the market in a short period of time. But when you let things naturally handle themselves and let the market just take its course, these things don't really matter in the long run. And on a time zone of like 5+ years, print run doesn't matter at all. And even like set lists, I know I made that argument too, that like the set list is also very important and the chase card matters a lot. But then I was watching this video from, I forget who made the video, but they were saying how when Team Up came out, people actually didn't even like that set. They didn't like the Latios alt art. They thought it was a weird card. And Ultra Prism was like the underlooked or like the more valuable set at the time. But then looking back, or like looking at it now, Tag Team is the most expensive set from Sun and Moon by a landslide. And it's actually one of the more recent sets from it, because there were 10 sets that came out in Sun and Moon before then, and Tag Team Up is still more expensive. So that was a little tangent, but still, I just want you guys to know that yes, this is a good thing. I'm glad they're making more print runs and they're going to be increasing the print runs to meet the demand of the market. But I just don't want people to get under this impression that this is going to crash the market and it's going to flood the market with new boxes and new cards and that everything is going to crash. So that's all. Thank you all for watching, and hopefully you guys found this one helpful. And let me know what you guys think down below. I'm curious to see like if you guys think this will crash the market or if it's just not going to have a significant impact on the market at all. But yeah, let me know what you guys think, and I will see you all in the next video.